Hello, my name is Bob Peterson. I I want to talk to you about working um, and having employment and getting a job. Um, for people with developmental disabilities that are in wheelchairs or otherwise need a job coach to help them on the job because of behaviors, other because of other reasons. Uh, Mine is because I need help going to the bathroom and eating and stuff like that. And so my problem with all the job programs out there for people with developmental disabilities, or people with disabilities in general, is with the Ticket to Work program, the state gives you money to go to work, but once you get paid, they want you to um, pay them back, which is fine. But in my case, I need I need a DSP or a VA to stay with me while I'm at the job. But they, but doors and the other program that I can think of, uh, doesn't do that. So, um, and and um, and so what I found was that I needed to um, make my own business doing advocacy work so that I can make some money because like I said, all these programs that that offer you work or give you opportunities to work, they don't work for you because they don't work for me because they paid out the drug coach, the drug coach, which also turns into my DNP. So when they phase that out, they also phase out the fact that I get a job, that I get to keep the job. But so that doesn't work. So and the same thing with the ticket to work. How do they know that I'm going to get the job and be able to do the job perfectly to get me enough money to pay for my own transportation? So with my condition the way it is, I need support uh, uh, on the job all the time to live my life and stuff. So if no job can offer that, and no program can offer that, no employer can offer that. I do know that under the ADA, you are entitled to an accommodation, but that's only to raise your desk. That's provider doors or that have someone come in to help you, only to go to the bathroom or only to feed you. But I need someone to stay there, so it's very hard for me to do that when I'm the one that has to pay them, because when you're indoors, they only pay for 90 days, and then after 90 days, try to push the PA going away. And that is sort of frustrating when it comes to someone that wants to work with a disability that's in a chair, they're relying on uh, um, DSPs to help me with my daily care. And all the job programs um, uh, say that they offer this and they will be able to case by case, but because every case is different. But the thing is when you do that, it's it's complicated because uh, when I talk to them, they go, "We'll see what we can do, but you only have one for 90 days, like I did, and after 90 days, we have to reevaluate and reevaluate." There's no reason to reevaluate. The point is, I need a D&D or a VA for daily care all the time. So my solution to that was to start my own, to start my own advocacy business and do it in my house so that I live with an agency and they provide me staff and I can work out of my house doing advocacy work. And that's the way I solve the problem because I have my own business. I earn money. I live in I live in a community, um, and I have my job, and I earn money, and uh, and that was my way of solving the problem of people telling me that I would be very hard to employ because of my because of my physical needs, and so I just decided to start my own business, and I did, and I've been doing it for years now, and but but I'm here to tell you that it is very uh, frustrating and hard to have different programs say that we can offer this, that we can do this, we can evaluate you and see which program you fit in. Do you fit in the Doors program or do you fit in the DD program? The DD program for DHS for jobs and so on and so forth. But even that uh, um, has its own challenges. So that is why I decided to do what I just talked about. And that's it's been a tough road to get here, and I was lucky enough to get my own place, and lucky enough to do my business. And the best thing is I get to pick my own hours and set my own schedule, which is basically the same thing, and earn money and go out and get my hair cut do other essential things and then turn around and do fun things too. So for me, it all paid off at the end, but not. Um, but if you can, uh, not to say that the programs don't work for other people, but it didn't work for me, and it doesn't work for people that are in wheelchairs. But sometimes it works for other people, but usually, uh, um, usually people with developmental disabilities of any type need support to go with them. So, and that support has to be provided by the the agency that they're with, or by doors, or by someone, uh, um, uh, and usually when you step out of the neighborhood services uh, and live for job on your own, there is no doubt about you have to hire one and you have to do this. But like I did, and by transportation, but like I did, hiring one is not possible, so you have to figure out another way to do that. So it's a battle that you have to keep battling and doing. So once again, that's why I did what I. That's why I did what I did, and I was very fortunate to be able to do uh, that and have the setup that I have now. Okay, I think uh, um, I think that I'm done with this, but I think I hope you guys have uh, a, a good a better understanding of what it takes for people with developmental disabilities to have a job, especially people that have developmental disabilities, and moreover, people in wheelchairs that have more needs. Uh, that's all. Thanks. Thanks for your time.